morning.
Nice to see you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you. Did it feed the country?
Yes.
But their spirit of circumstances.
USAID Administrator Samantha Power had an official meeting with President Ranil Wickremesinghe at the Presidential Secretariat yesterday. U.S. Ambassador Julie Chung, USAID Deputy Chief of Staff Sonali Kaur, USAID Deputy Assistant Administrator for the Bureau of Asia Anjali Kaur, USAID Sri Lanka Mission Director Gabriel Grau, U.S. Embassy Political Officer Anamika Chakravorty, State Minister of Foreign Affairs Tarika Balasuriya, President's Chief of Staff Sargala Ratnayaka were participated the meeting.
We go before the cabinet and we'll establish procedures for the whole of the cabinet. The oversight committees are back again, and we'll be looking forward to support from the USA, with one difference, that in addition to the members of parliament, there'll be 5 youth representatives, people under 35, who will be there. They have the right to ask questions to the chairman.
You know, the main thing that I have come to convey on behalf of President Biden is that we stand with you. We are really aware at the highest levels of the U.S. government of just how perilous this moment is for you. I wish that Sri Lanka was the only country in the world experiencing crisis right now, because it would make it easier to concentrate resources and political attention. But I've just come from Pakistan, a third of which is underwater, for example. I'm hopeful that the developments in Ukraine in the last day might make a peace agreement more possible. It's very dramatic events there. You know, you all follow football. You know, that war, in addition to its brutality, is such an own goal, you know, for the Russian Federation, but it's an own goal as well for the world's economy and for fuel prices and for fertilizer prices, with Russia as the #1 fertilizer exporter. So the heartbreak inflicted by that war just ripples across the planet in ways that are devastating. But you know, I feel personally very connected to this country. My previous meetings with you, Mr. President, of course, almost all of them occurred with Mangala there, you know, creating mischief and always with ideas and great creativity about how to bring people together.
If you look at the region, by 2050, from Saudi to Indonesia, there will be additional 500 million mouths to feed at a high income level. Sri Lanka will remain at this 25 million. We won't increase our numbers. So if we, and there will be, the older segments will increase, but if we go into modernized agriculture, we can capture part of that market. So what we'd like to see is really an increase on the private sector side, because they are the ones who have to carry this. And we would like to talk about it in detail.
And I think in our country, in the United States, and in your country, that's one of the biggest impediments to the kind of progress you are looking to make is polarization. And you know that you see at the local level so much solidarity in your country. We see the same in the United States. At the community level, that solidarity is there. But at the political level, you know, it is so important in a time of crisis for people to come together. And, you know, we certainly are here to come together with you and to help take advantage of this rare window of opportunity, also to make the kinds of changes, for you to be able to make the kinds of changes that have been proposed for so long. I mean, questions about whether the private sector can be unleashed. You have such an incredible private sector, such entrepreneurship, but the government, you know, over so many years has largely stood in the way of unlocking that potential instead of fueling it. Mangala used to say, as you know, government has no business running business. And what was done in the telecom sector, if that could be done in other sectors in an expeditious and transparent way, just again, to unlock the potential of your people, it would be incredible. You are bringing a new reform agenda to try to put Sri Lanka on a much more modern path, and so I encourage each of you really to get to know Gabe as well as, of course, the rest of our team. We believe at USAID that we can do more than just our programs. We have our budget for Sri Lanka. We found new money because of your situation for fertilizer. I will announce additional humanitarian assistance as well later today.
We have about 87,000 EPF registered factories. Nearly 1/3 is now closed. Or some says 50% is the now being at downscaled and various levels of closure. Forex level is the next to zero. Exchange rate is managed.
Questions about whether the private sector can be unleashed. You have such an incredible private sector, such entrepreneurship, but the government, over so many years has largely stood in the way of unlocking that potential instead of fueling it. Mangala used to say, as you know, government has no business running business. What was done in the telecom sector, if that could be done in other sectors in an expeditious and transparent way, just again, to unlock the potential of your people, it would be incredible. So the heartbreak inflicted by that war just ripples across the planet in ways that are devastating. But I feel personally very connected to this country.
A lot of inventors, but who are trying to electrify, and I understand the USAID also has signed an agreement with to build capacity for some of these inventors. So, including three-wheelers, including electric motor bicycles, and all that. They already have the technology.
Has managed to help us to avoid some of the shortages or bridge some of the gaps in making that.
For more latest news, subscribe to FTTV.